Hi, it's Lynn Tencher again, the trauma healer. Um, Today I started to mix up my favorite essential oil blend for decongestant. My husband and I have actually gone through several bottles of this. So it made me think, since it's that time of year, everybody's dealing with colds and flus and coming up soon allergies and other respiratory issues, that I'd share what I do with you guys to see if maybe it would help you as well. Anyway, what I do is I blend six different essential oils together. And the way that I use them is with a diffuser. The diffuser is one of the things that you put water in, and then you add 5 or 6 drops of the essential oil blend and turn it on. And what it does is it mixes the oil and water and spreads it out into the room, and it does it almost immediately. I usually start this maybe 5 or 10 minutes before we go to bed, or sometimes I'll run it in the living room as we're sitting and watching TV, and it smells wonderful. So not only does it smell good, it helps. And it's actually, I sold my husband on the benefits of essential oils because of this blend, because it's the only thing that really helped him deal with a sinus infection, as well as it cleared up a lot of his trouble so that he wasn't snoring so loud. So yay for me. Anyway, just a really quick thing. The way that I use them, I blend equal parts of each of the essential oils together. I have a separate little bottle. Oh, sorry, there's 6. But I have a separate little bottle that I mix everything in, and then you might want to put a label on it saying that, this is my decongestant blend, or whatever you want, so that you know what it is and you don't get it mixed up with any others. So I was counting this bottle in my 6, but it's 5 oils that I do put in. The 6th option is, instead of doing it in a diffuser, you can put it in a carrier oil, which I usually use sweet almond because it doesn't have any scent and it's very light and it works really well. But you'll add like a teaspoonful of the sweet almond and just a couple of drops of the oils. And you can either use that as a rub to put on your chest to try to loosen chest congestion. You can put a couple of drops on a handkerchief and carry it around, or a tissue, and carry it around and smell it every now and then to help open up everything for you. Like I said, you use it as in the diffuser. Even with this, you can use it in the diffuser, although the diffuser kind of does the same purpose. What this does is kind of lessens the amount of oil you get at one point in time, because sometimes essential oils can be kind of rough on you. They can cause a little burning on the skin, or in some cases, like when I talk about the rosemary, they can actually, if you have too much of it, it can cause a seizure, so you need to be careful with that if you have epilepsy. But one of the things, before you do anything, of course, talk to your doctor, because there could be complications with medications that you're taking, or even with diseases. For instance, the whole reason why I went down this path of trying to find natural remedies for me is because of the Brugada syndrome that I have, which is a rare genetic heart disease. There's a lot of medicines I can't take, like decongestants and different things, because it speeds up your heart rate and raises your blood pressure and all that. So that's really bad for my heart. Another reason is that I am on a lot of traditional medicines because of my disease, and some of these things can interact with those medicines. So it's very important, before you go down the path of actually doing this, that you talk to your doctor and make sure that you're not going to do anything to hurt yourself any further. All right, now on to my recipe of the 5 oils, not the 6. The 2 of them that I use, and actually I love 2 of them so much that I buy them in bulk. But anyway, 2 of them that I use are really good for it. They're antivirals, antiseptics, and antimicrobials. They are oregano and tea tree oils. Oregano, of course, smells wonderful. You'll kind of smell like a bowl of spaghetti. Tea tree oil, in my opinion, smells kind of like burnt tires. It's not that pleasant, but everything else, once it's all mixed in, actually makes it more bearable. But there's all different kinds of oils. Look to make sure you get pure oils and not something that's blended with something else. A lot of the stuff that you get at Walmart or whatever is blended so that it's not purely the oil. You're getting other additives and stuff. But you can buy little bitty bottles if you want to try them out, which is what I have on on a lot of mine, and some of them I ran out of, so that's how I ended up buying eucalyptus and peppermint in bulk. So two of the ingredients are tea tree and oregano. The other one that I have that I use a lot of is, like I said, the eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is great for chest congestion. So you could use this straight up as a chest rub to help with chest congestion. And I just recently did that and got over a chest cold in like a couple of days. So that was pretty awesome. Peppermint, which is my other big bulk here. Peppermint is it's high in menthol concentration. So a lot of the cough drops and over-the-counter medications that you buy has high menthol, and that's what helps all of your passages open and helps control cough and all those other wonderful things that come along with a upper respiratory infection. So peppermint is another one of my ingredients. Another one that I use is rosemary, which is high in camphor, which is, similar to menthol. It does the same things. It helps with the opening of the passageways. Smells interesting, but it's pleasant at least, and it'll help you open up. But like I said earlier, be really careful in one instance, especially is with the rosemary. If you have epilepsy or are prone to seizures, either don't use it, talk to your doctor, cut way back, something, but I just make sure you talk to your medical professional about that. And all I do for these is I take my little bottle that I use to put the blend in, and I do equal amounts of each oil in this bottle. I don't add necessarily, it depends, you can, because you could do a separate bottle for this, but I don't add the sweet almond oil, because what I do with this is put it in the diffuser, and it'll diffuse it into the room or into the water. So it's already taken the levels of the oils down some. So it's equal parts of each of those essential oils. Right before I put it into the diffuser, shake it up really good. Use a dropper, little handy dropper. Use a dropper so that you can put 4 or 5 drops. It helps you really control what you're putting in there. You don't want too much because you don't want to cause problems by burning the inside of your nose, for example, if you're inhaling way too much of this stuff. So it takes just 4 or 5 drops in however much water your diffuser holds, and that's it. Like I said, you can put it on a tissue, put a couple drops of that on the tissue and carry it around, so that you can kind of quietly take a little sniff. Another way that I do it too is I have one of those bracelets that you can put essential oils on that has lava rock, and I'll put some on that so it's a little less conspicuous, so I can sit and be able to breathe in this oil every now and then. When you do that, you may want to actually mix it with the almond oil so it's not on your skin. It'll be a little more diluted on your skin. So that's it for today. Hopefully I'm able to help clear you up for getting rid of your flus and your allergies and your other bugs that you may have going on. Anyway, good luck, and I'll see you soon.